We're going to go real quick through the what's new in Snowflake. If you want and are interested in any of these in more detail, please feel free to reach out to me, ping me. We can talk more about that. But a couple of new SQL functions, system dollar stream backlog. It lets us see the set of the table versions between the current offset for a specified stream and the current timestamp. So it's some more functionality with streams. It allows us to be able to do more with the streams. And then we've got the SoundX P123. You can take a look at that, but phonetic representation of an input string. I've got to go spend some time kind of playing around with that. It sounds kind of cool. So take a look at that. There's some new, moving on to the SQL updates, there's some new functions with the infer schema, some new parameters with that function. So if you're using that, take a look at that. There's some new stuff there. With create external table, we in preview now is the ability to derive column definitions from staged files. So that you've got some files out in stage, you want to create an external table. Instead of having to get all the details of what's in there, you can actually derive some of the column definitions from that. We've got some updates to the alter table and alter view commands to add the force keyword so we can replace masking policies on a column or in a single statement so that we can do all of that together instead of having to separate those out into multiple statements. Search optimization, a couple of new enhancements to search optimization in preview. Previously, search optimization did not support substrings, regular expression searches, column configuration, geography, or variant data types. So that support is there now, and also support for joins. So if you're doing anything with search optimization, which optimizes point lookup queries and very large tables, go ahead and take a look at that. Support for redirecting client connections, which we've talked about in the past, that is now in general availability. Support for pattern matching in snowpipes in general availability. Some new things are coming out with tasks. Not going to go into too many of the details there, but we can automatically suspend tasks after failed runs so that it's not going to keep running and failing and running and failing. We can find out about it and go take care of that. And then expanded scope for task parameters. So there's a few things that we can do there. And some data governance updates, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Replace masking policies on a column in a single statement, which we talked about in the SQL updates. And the data classification on GCP is now in general availability. And then secondary role support in Snowsight worksheets. So some new updates for Snowsight as that's moving towards being the standard UI and the only UI that will be available here very shortly. So if you haven't been using Snowsight, I highly recommend you spend some time and get used to it, because pretty soon that's all you're going to have to use. So.
Hey folks, thanks for checking out this cut from our broadcast. To see the full show, click on the link in the video description. Also, check out our Learning Center, which has white papers, events, live streams, and short explainer videos on a wide range of data management topics. And of course, if you like our content, please share it on LinkedIn. That really means a lot to us. Thanks again for checking us out, and we hope to see you in our next broadcast.